I think in a city like this that's infamous for partisanship and sometimes gridlock, it's always great to see in the Veterans Committee how that almost never happens. I mean, how we really come together to support veterans, and this is just one good example of the kind of work that can be done when we check our partisan differences at the door and recognize there's almost nothing more important than we can do than to support our veterans. You know, the policy that we're talking about here is pretty straightforward. It's common sense, and I think it's something that's going to do a wonderful job for getting people who are qualified. The best kind of, when I go around the state of North Carolina and I speak with veterans, there's no more common theme than the theme of I love being able to be provided care by someone who knows my own personal experience. You know, I was down at Fort Bragg a couple of months ago, and I was at the special operations training down there where they have an advanced medical training for special operators. These are incredible men and women who are trained to fight on the battlefield. And then they have that extra skill, that medical capability, the medical training that they've received, that I know if they're in a VA facility or in some other facility in my state of North Carolina and serving a veteran, it'll raise the standard of care unlike just about anything else we can do. So I think that if you take a look at the Veterans Healthcare Staffing Act, it just acknowledges the challenges that the VA is facing. We need more medical resources in those facilities. It's a bipartisan, common sense attempt to reduce the barriers, the bureaucratic barriers that for the VA, so that we can just continue to improve the quality of care and the quantity of care providers. So I'm proud to be a part of this legislative initiative, and I think that we'll get broad bipartisan support, and I expect the same kind of support for our men and women serving over in the House. And then finally, I just want to say that this is just one example of several examples that in my very brief tenure here in the Senate, I'm very proud of. People reaching across the aisle, doing the right things for veterans. And tomorrow may be Veterans Day, but I really believe every day is Veterans Day. And every single day that we serve in the Senate, we should be thinking about what more we can do, like this bill, to better serve our men and women who have served this country and have given us the great privilege to represent them in the U.S. Senate.